Yo, welcome back to YesiJai. I'm Jay.
And this is Yesi.
And today we're going to be doing a reaction to My Hero Academia Episode 4 Start Line. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys always show us, from the likes, comments, or to the best way to show us that like our content. Want us to bring it to you as soon as possible. Alright guys, so in the last episode, we got to see Izuku Midoriya training for 10 months. He was told by All Might that he would be willing to give him his power, his quirk. So he trained for 10 months because according to All Might, his body did not meet the required conditions to be able to take the power that you know, All Might has. So he ended up training, ends up towards the end cleaning up the beach for All Might, and that was basically the last thing All Might needed to make it official, to let him know that Izuku Midoriya was ready to take his quirk. So he ends up giving him one of his hairs, which was really fucking gross. You know, that was probably the worst part. He had to eat one of his hairs to be able to take his quirk. So Izuku, you know, it didn't really show him eating it, but towards the end of the episode, Izuku says that he hadn't really tested out the ability yet, you know, so he was kind of worried, you know, about taking the exam or test right before to get into the school that he wanted to. So we're not really sure if it worked. We're not really sure what he got out of it, if he exactly got all of All Might's abilities, or what specifically did he get from it. Honestly, it's gonna be kind of weird just seeing Izuku with an ability or a quirk, because he's never had one, you know, from the first few episodes. So last episode was also really weird, just seeing that was even possible, to be able to hand down an ability or a quirk to somebody, and that's it. That's all they really need, is to eat somebody's hair. I'm not sure if that's exact. Maybe that's not for everybody's quirk. Maybe that's just particular heroes' quirks that can be handed down. But I don't know, guys. We're really just gonna have to wait and see. Super excited. We also got to see that Ketchup, whatever. Fucking he's not really being as much of a bully as he was before in the previous episode, because I guess ever since he got saved by Izuku, you know, he kind of sees him a little differently now. Maybe he can actually see why he might be a hero at some point, you know, or someday. So either way, thank you guys so much, and let's just go ahead and check it out.
そこはプロに必須の資格取得を目的とする養成校。全国同
Pro Heroes。
最も人気で最も難しく、その倍率は例年300を超える。
Wow.
国民栄誉賞を打診されるもこれを誇示。ナンバーワンヒーロー、オールマイト。事件解決数史上最多。年少系ヒーロー、エンデバー。ベストジーニスト8年連続受賞。
What genius? What?
そして僕も UA への入学試験に挑む。踏み出すんだ。ずっと憧れてきた。
Oh yeah, and then that girl also talked to him towards the end of the last episode, remember, and he freaked out.
Yeah.
He said, and then I remember somebody pointed out that he said he talked to the girl when he really didn't. He just stood there all quiet. So something else he needs to, you know, tackle. But for now, you know, he still needs to see if he got his ability. We know that he says that he ate the hair, so now it's just really seeing when it's gonna kick in, or what he needs to do to activate it. This is his first time, so you know, a lot of these other people who have had their abilities for their whole lives, you know, already probably know at least how to control them, how to use them, what to do. He's already like a teenager, and this is, you know, he barely got his ability, so yeah. I'm sure he's gonna be a little bit behind, or you know, not really know how to control it in the beginning. But I don't know.
Yeah, we just gotta wait and see.
I wonder if them two will be friends eventually.
Maybe.
You know, Izuku and Kachan, or I think it's Kachan.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think Kachan's gonna be maybe one of the best superheroes there are too.
Yeah, I believe so too. Like, you can just tell, like, he had naturally had it. He's just, the only problem with him was that he was kind of on the meaner side, like, yeah. You know, the more of a villain, evil. But I still think he's gonna be a good hero, you know, like. Yeah.
Or can he become a villain?
He might, but I don't. I think what's gonna keep him from becoming a villain is maybe his tendency to wanna be the best hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Probably just his competitiveness.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, here's the race, huh? This is where they have to do a. Okay, so I see him. Start line.
Yeah.
Start line. That's the. I get it now.
And there's supposed to be a few obstacles. There they are.
So just going back over what it talked about last episode, and then there's like one more that's supposed to be not, I don't think worth anything, but it's supposed to be like an obstacle, I believe. The nice person.
あの女子は精神統一を図っているんじゃないか。君は何だ？妨害目的で受験しているのか？いや、そんなことは。あいつ、校門前でこけそうになってたやつだよな。注意されて萎縮しちゃったやつ。少なくとも一人はライバル減ったんじゃね？なんかラッキーだって思われてそう。はい、スタート！どうした？実戦にカウントなんざねえんだよ。走れ走れ！サイは投げられてんぞ。
Oh, I was about to say everybody took off.
Oh. Wow.
Start line. Damn, so it's not a good start.
Wait, so is it a race? Yeah.
I believe so. Or maybe it's just, I don't know if it's a race, but I know they get points.
Okay.
So maybe it's not necessarily a race, but who can get more points? Oh, here's where he ate the hair. Damn, so even though he's probably got the quirk, he still doesn't have the competence.
Or necessarily the knowledge
To use it.
to know how to use it.
Oh, okay.
Look at
I
all
forgot
those
you can make
points.
things levitate.
Oh.
He doesn't even have any. Oh, Jesus, 45.
Wow.
32. Okay, so real quick, I don't like I said, I don't know if it has to do with the race. I think it just has to do with points. But that remember, there's that one enemy that's supposed to. I don't know if it was worth a lot of points or if it was worth no points.
No, yeah, it wasn't worth any points.
But it's supposed to be a very difficult enemy, and I believe I think it's whoever can find it though. I think it was a hidden one. I believe it's not like necessarily just gonna pop out. But I honestly don't know if he's gonna have his ability by the time this exam ends.
I know.
For the reason that he doesn't, like you said, have maybe the knowledge to be able to use it, obviously, since he barely got it a few hours ago. But also I feel like he needs confidence in some way to not be afraid, and because All Might doesn't ever seem afraid when he's about to use, fight with somebody. So maybe it's not just necessarily all just knowing how to use it. Maybe it's also got to be a personal thing you eventually can use because you have the strength.
Yeah, it's like you said, the confidence within himself.
Yeah, so
to be able to use it.
I don't know. Fucking he's very behind. He hasn't even killed, I believe, an enemy. So is he gonna do good in the test?
So far, no.
Is this test to just get in? It's not necessarily. So if he doesn't pass exactly this test, is he like not gonna be able to go into the school whatsoever now?
Yeah, no, because it's like an entrance exam, I believe. So
yeah, okay.
実技試験は受験生にヴィランの総数も配置も伝えていない。
Yeah, see, so they don't even know the locations.
そこからあぶり出されるのさ。状況をいち早く把握するための情報力、あらゆる局面に対応する機動力、どんな状況でも冷静でいられる判断力、そして純然たる戦闘力、市政の平和を守るための基礎能力がポイント数という形でね。
今年はなかなか豊作じゃない？
いやー、まだわからんよ。進化が問われるのはこれからさ。
So I believe that's
Yep.
so you couldn't find it, they had to release it basically. So it's like a final boss type of thing.
Oh, okay.
So see, you're not even supposed to fight, I think just run away. Because it's not worth any points. Jesus.
Wow.
Is it actually gonna work? Oh wow, yeah, it did.
Oh my god. He actually has it.
Yeah, he does. So
It's a powerful looking arm.
yeah, fucking. So then it does work. It is an ability. It is a quirk that, or power, I should say, quirk that gets handed down.
Yeah.
But like I was asking, that's not with any quirk? It's like with, I believe, only specific ones, maybe. Oh, that's so awesome though, guys. He finally has one, so now he's not necessarily gonna stand out in the way of like he doesn't have a quirk, but
he actually has a chance to get into the school.
but the thing is, he has 0 points.
Well,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So are they gonna consider that still, him doing that something that was supposed to be impossible?
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe they're gonna consider it as,
Whoever
it was
could-
unbeatable.
Yeah, so you know what I mean, or maybe that since he was able to beat it, yeah, that he's qualified to go in there. Awesome, guys, that was really good. Fucking, I wasn't 100% sure. I thought it was gonna be more of like a dud, like him, showing it off a little bit, and then once he actually hit the machine, it didn't really move
Nothing.
anything. Yeah, I thought, and then pretty much like a joke. But shit, he actually got it. Kind of sucks that he had to eat a piece of hair, but hey, fucking, I'd probably eat one too if that's what you get from it. But crazy, guys, really good, and he might have made a girlfriend.
Or a friend.
Or at least a friend, yeah. Fuck. Oh. But like.
Oh my god. Oh, because she needed to touch him
Yeah,
first.
she needs to touch them first. Oh my god. Oh my.
I didn't think she was gonna catch him like that.
Alright guys, so real quick, I just have to stop and clarify some things. So really crazy, that does, kind of make sense. All Might gave him the 10 months to barely, let his body build enough strength or get into the condition that it needs to be to just handle the ability. But doesn't mean he's gonna be able to use it whenever he wants, because it has a real, it takes a toll on his body, because it's 10 months was not enough time to be able to use the ability sufficiently and consistently. So that sucks in a way. Like, he broke his legs from the jump, he broke his arm from the punch, he only had his left arm left, which is what he was gonna try to stop himself from with the impact, try to from the impact of his punch from the ground, kind of keep him from hitting the ground so hard. But I didn't catch her name. Helped him out, kind of. Really weird way. I don't know why she's over here trying to throw up. She's like, seems like she wants to throw up every time. Maybe that's just a condition she has for, you know, her ability, or maybe because she gets
like
nervous,
a side effect.
or maybe she's just nervous, you know, with the fighting all these things. Really funny though, but crazy information, you know, just with him not being able to use it when he wants. At least he has a power, but fuck, that sucks. Now how is he gonna does his body recover a lot quicker now? What is he gonna do about his legs and his arm now?
That's what I was wondering too.
So she's gonna have to wait and see. One point.
Oh no.
オールマイトとのことは母にも話していない。彼が平和の象徴であり続けるため隠し通してきた秘密。たとえ家族だろうとバラしていいはずがない。オールマイト、せっかく見初めてくれたのにごめんなさい。でも僕は正しいと思うことをしたんだよ。オールマイト、あなたは。
The letter.
Izuku, is that like his room with the little hairs of All Might? Those little. Oh jeez. What? So he...
正しいことをした人間を排斥しちまうヒーローかなどあってたまるかって話だよ。綺麗事上等さ、命を落として綺麗事実践するお仕事だ。レスキューポイント、しかも審査制。我々遊泳が見ている
I see.
一つの基礎能力。緑谷いずく60ポイント。ついでに浦中お茶子45ポイント。合格だってさ。
There you go. He's gonna cry again. But
now he has a reason.
来いよ、緑谷少年。ここが君のヒーローアカデミアだ。
okay, so stopping it right before he cries because you know he's about to cry. Awesome. I kind of had a feeling like how can they just base it off of points, you know, for defeating these robots? What about for saving other people? It does make sense, and it you know what I mean. And when it comes to rescuing, he got pretty much 60 points.
多くの助けを受けて僕の人生は変わっていく。そして夢の高校生活が始まる。
Ooh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So guys, fucking crazy that we finally, you know, he finally got his quirk after, you know, his whole I honestly don't know how old he is. So really awesome, guys. You know, Izuku Midoriya finally got his quirk. He tested it out. It, you know, kind of took a toll on his body when he uses it, since his body's not fully capable of handling it yet. So he's gonna have to be a little bit more careful, but you know, all that really matters is that he has a quirk now. So maybe now if he can, you know, kind of control it a little better, or maybe, you know, build his body up a little bit more, he'll be able to use it more consistently. But he got into the school UA, so now he just needs to, you know, keep it up and hopefully keep being a real hero. You know, he's the only one that really stays there and rescues people when everybody else is more worried about themselves. And All Might, like All Might said, that's what really makes a hero, you know, being able to be there when nobody else is, and save the day. So really crazy how, you know, it wasn't all about just defeating villains. They also had, you know, points for rescuing. It was really to see who was, you know, an actual hero, who was really gonna be willing to go and save another person when they're in danger. And honestly, there wasn't too many.
Yeah, because everybody else
ran, you know what I mean? And Izuku ended up getting the most points when he defeated that robot that was worth, or villain that was worth 0 points. Either way, thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have shown us so far. We appreciate it, and like always, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.